Hi guys, 42Graham here, back another custom review. Today we're looking at the Transformers Cyberverse Warrior Class Deadend. Now this is partially a regular review and partially a custom review, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. But anyways, before we look at him, of course, let's take a quick look at the paints. So first we have Tamiya flat black. Just a bit. There we go. I also do apologize for my hands. Blame my job. I literally washed my hands like 3 times and I can't get, it's like stained my fingers, I don't know. I can't get it off, so the show must go on. Anyways, some dark gray. Please focus, thank you. And some light gray. And this is where things are a bit more fun, so let me actually put up the camera a little bit. So there was a part, and I'll get into it, where I, of course, used light gray surface primer, because this is just the kind I normally use. And I sprayed on some matte black. Of course, all Tamiya. And then there were bits that I did with white, which I'll actually get into this slightly more in a little bit. But I just used white primer. It doesn't even say, it's just white primer. Does it say anywhere on here the code? I don't see it. Okay. And then I used pure white spray. Again, all Tamiya brand. And then finally I did use some clear coat. Except actually not this one. Why is this one here? It was not flat clear, it was just regular clear. I don't know why this one's here. Huh. Well, okay. I used regular clear, not flat clear. I used flat clear once. Was not a fan. Don't even get to... Man, I don't even get to do that one first. Okay. Doing this first appearance of flat clear. Anyway, so here he is in his car mode. And I know this looks kind of average for like, hey, isn't this how it should look? You'd think that. But you'd be wrong. I'm going to move this over here. And on the right here is how it actually looked out of the box. So yeah. Yeah. Now you see what this video is partially review, partially custom. But anyways, bringing him in, pretty much almost everything painted in this car mode except for the lights I did. I even redid these windows so that they all like match. Did it on the side, did all this nice. I did this with the flat black. And I hand painted all of this too. This I actually spray painted. I was like I masked off the whole thing and I spray painted all of this. I do think this turned out pretty nice. It's not perfect, but in terms of white, not bad. Not bad at all. In the back there's nothing because there really isn't much to paint. Like I thought about painting in these lights, but I didn't. But to comment on the figure itself, I actually do like the look of this alt mode. The major issue with this toy for me really is just there's no paint. Because like look at this, they molded in all the detail from the show. There's even like bits like right here I didn't paint those. I didn't paint like the red around the tires or anything, or this little bit. Like there's still more areas that can be done, or these. So like everything's really nice and like has a lot of detail. It's just none of it's picked out. And as you can see by how the camera is, this is as low as my tripod goes. Because he is tiny. Like here is a seed side swipe, and like he is tiny. Of course that's my custom one, but I figured that mold is something everyone has at least one version of. It's been in every, I think it's been in every color but orange. Let's get an orange one, please. But yeah, I do like this. Again, my issue with this thing really just is the paints. But I think all the sculpted detail in here is really nice. And it does also come with his gun, which I'm not a huge fan of because in the show this thing was like twice the size, so it bothers me. This is just, looks like a little pea shooter now. But it can store on the side of the car if you want. So yeah, you got storage. Nothing underside because of course, but there is the underside. Which we'll get into right now actually. So let's go ahead and transform this guy now. I do have to preference, should have preferenced at the beginning, but this is a Warrior toy. It is not a Cyberverse Deluxe, it is a Cyberverse Warrior. These are not like collector grade things. These are more marketed towards kids. Which granted, you know, I know kids franchise, so yeah, but like, it's a lot more hollow, a lot less articulate. It's a lot more kiddie. But anyways, what you want to do first is you want to lift up this section and fold it all out. And you want to take these and move these back. When you get to a certain point, these will move up a little bit. Then what I like to do to make sure it's even is I plant this on the ground, then I just pull them both down, split the legs, and you got that going on. Oop. Just actually move up the camera a little bit. It gets a little bit bigger. Just fold that down about halfway. Take these arms, flip them up, flip out the arm at the elbow joint, and just move them down. Push that down. Take this and fold it back. Then coordinate on this joint where it should all just sit. Get him all situated. And here is Deadend in his robots mode. And once again, this was very much painted. Let me just bring this over here, and you can see on the right just how he looked initially. Which, yeah, just... He did actually have some paint, which impressed me. Like the chest and then the arms. And then the whole head is painted. It's like molded in red. They fully painted the head, which I do think is neat. And they even did like the little yellow like on the face, because that wasn't me. And that's the most shocking thing about this entire toy. But anyways. So the legs down is pretty much just the car. Like none of this is like the accurate sculpted detail. And heck, even this is just me trying to bring life to the feet. I just add a little bit of black just so there's something. But the upper body actually has a lot of the detail from the show, which again, I did not paint all of it. But let's go ahead, just zoom in on his face right quick. Which what's neat about this face is the fact that the eyes in the show are white, and they actually painted them white on this figure. Because like this is like a light gray, whereas this is the white. They actually painted the eyes this white, which I do think is a really nice, like, attention to detail. And then, of course, the yellow on there. But the gray helmet I did paint to be more show accurate. I didn't do the purple because I didn't want to mess up the gray on the face. Also, a bit more things I did. I painted these little areas flat black, and then I painted this whole section here just to give... I know you can't really see it much, but it gives him just a bit more definition. Because from the side, he is just... oof. Then I also painted in the shoulders black, and that's pretty much it for that. Let me zoom out a little bit. But yeah, like he even has like all this detail from the show. He actually had this area like sculpted in more, so pretty much this all sculpted in. Of course, all that sculpted in, and then there's even like the bit of like where the door ends up right there that I didn't paint, but that's even there. Oh yeah, also these hands were painted on the original figure. Forgot to mention. But like, yeah, just have a, like, for what it is, it has a lot of the details from the show. Just 90% of them were not picked out in any way, shape, or form. Which, once again, for a comparison, let's bring in Siege Sideswipe, just to get a sense of scale. And he is a lot closer to being a deluxe in terms of height, which he basically is. He's like a smaller deluxe. But he is like a hair shorter than like the average car size. But again, he is not a deluxe toy. He is a warrior toy, so they are, you know, they don't really care about scale. So yeah, articulation, the head can swivel all the way around. Yes, it is hollow in the back, but who cares? Arms rotate a full 360, go up and down, move up at the elbow, which both the arms are able to do that, but I'll get into this one in a minute. Nothing up the waist, but the legs do go up that far. They do go back that far. There is a knee bend, and then the feet can angle, which is nice. It helps with some like some running poses. You can get them really going. See if I can do it. Come on, do that step. You gonna do it? Yeah. Okay, he's not gonna be nice. He's not nice anyways. It's fine. He's being in character. He's doing a good thing. Now, he is supposed to have a gimmick, and unfortunately, when I took apart the chest to get to the head to paint it, I ended up messing it up. Basically, he has this gimmick where you would pull the arm back, and this one would, like, spring up. And it's supposed to be like he's holding his gun. And it's supposed to be like, bam, basically, just... But I didn't like break it. Just the spring that goes in there. I can't figure out what position the spring has to be in to make it work. But as you can see, like, it doesn't affect the figure really, except for the fact that he can't do it. So I mean, some people might actually prefer this because yeah, I know some people get tired of every single time they move this arm, this springs up. So I guess that's a positive. Which I do really like because I like Cyberverse warriors that are like this, where the gimmick isn't intrusive for the overall figure. Like, it's there, it's fun, but like, this arm is still fully functional. It isn't like the arm is stuck holding the gun. Like, you know, like some of them that have an arm gimmick where it's like, this is the arm. Like, you can't move it, you can't do anything, it's just bam and that's it. I really appreciate that they made Deadend not like that. But yeah, overall, again, my major issue with this is just the lack of paint. If you are handy with a paintbrush out there, I highly recommend like giving this guy some detail because it really brings it to life. It's like now I still want a deluxe. I still love a deluxe one, but if they don't make one, I can live with this because like I love Deadend in the show. I'm just happy that the warrior toy for him is actually half decent. Because I was really worried it wouldn't be. But yeah, that's pretty much it for him. I do want to talk about Cyberverse for just 1 second, so if you're only interested in him, and you don't care about my opinions, you're done. You can leave. See you, man. See you in the next video. But I did actually watch the special, the fourth one. I think I mentioned this in the Thunder Howl video because it came out like the day after I recorded that. But I did like it. It was still pretty fun. It was fun to see Tarn doing stuff. But I did honestly prefer the Dinobots one just a little bit more. Like, I don't know, it was just like, the Dinobots one I guess was just a bit more fun, but the Tarn one was still not bad. Definitely go check it out if you haven't already. It's on YouTube, you can go find it, I think on like the Transformers YouTube page, I think. So, yeah. Overall, I just really liked Cyberverse. Like, Season 1 I know was a bit shaky, but like, it was just a lot of fun. I even enjoyed Season 1, as you know, a lot of people were like, oh, it was terrible, but like, it was shaky, but I really enjoyed the way they told the story there, where like, kind of allowed them to reach out into different time periods of like this universe to kind of help it feel a bit bigger. And then of course, the latter seasons, they get a lot better. Like, every season that happened, I think the show just kind of got better and better. So it was really neat seeing the Cyberverse team not be constrained by like the 10-minute runtime for the two specials too. I thought that was just really neat. But yeah, I hope the next show is pretty much just like, if it was like the fun factor of Cyberverse, but just with, I guess, better voice acting, I feel like we'd have something special. But yeah, anyways, that is pretty much all I have to say. So be sure to check out my channel for more video and custom reviews, and be sure to subscribe. You can also come check out my Facebook and Tumblr pages, linked in the description below. You can also come join the Infinite Sun Discord server, also linked in the description below. And this is the 14th Prime, signing out.